So we're finally back in City Skylines at my Lake Valley city. It's been a while since I've been in here, and that's because the game has released 2 updates, and for a while it was a bit broken, so I kind of stopped trying to get in there. It's a huge hassle to try and disable and re-enable all the sub-mods and try to get everything working again, so I just kind of said, well, you know what, I'll let them sort it out and I'll come back later. So I launched it, loaded the game, had a couple broken assets, but on the whole the game has loaded and is fully functional, which is fantastic. So this is the first time I've gotten to see the last 2 or 3 updates at this point. So I'm quite pleased with that and the way things have gone. Let me turn down the in-game music a bit there so you can actually hear me. It's a bit too quiet now. Alright, but I've noticed a few things, which is nice. So Traffic Manager got a huge update, and for the most part my custom road settings are still here. Usually these would all break and get disabled when the game would get a mod update or a main patch. I've also noticed there are a few issues with traffic here, so I got to try and fix some of these, which is usually the first thing that happens after any mod. So these cars are all trying to just change lanes and get over for the highway up ahead. But the problem is they do it at one of these particular junctions, so it's kind of unfortunate that hasn't been fixed yet, which is why I now have this monumental backup all the way into my downtown region and beyond. All these cars are trying to get stuffed in, but they can't move, so by me simply forcing the issue for them to have to stay straight there, it has now opened up for extra mobility on the road. Now they're all jumping over little later on, so it hasn't totally fixed the issue, but at least it has alleviated some of the congestion. You can see traffic's flowing a little better. There's another guy trying to get over. Some of these guys are going to get over, but it'll catch up and clear out, and then after a little while I will see what else may need to be done here. So I'm despawning a ton of cars, which is rather unfortunate, but things are flowing again, so that has fixed that particular traffic problem. Down here, not much I can do about that without rebuilding it, and I'm not in the mood to redesigning my entire infrastructure here. This was designed to be like this. This is unbuilt, and I've had to add some new power. So, city is pretty much right where I left it. I don't wholly remember all of the stuff I was hoping to do with this city, which is sad, just because it took so long to get back into it with all the mods, patches, changes, tweaks, and updates. So got a lot of things here. I think I got some natural resources over here. Yep, a lot of stuff there. So let's skip ahead a little bit. We'll see what we got. So one of the things that they are really looking for right now is a lot more industry and a lot more commercial. Now I don't have a massive set of commercial districts here. You can see a lot of it spread out in areas to maximize the usage of it, and I'm trying not to go too nuts with it, but I like to use my commercial to separate residential and main road districts. So I'll fill in some of these with shops to keep the noise level down. We'll see if we actually get any development here. Offices never hurt anybody. It's crazy how fast one forgets how to play most of these things. Shortcuts, all the information. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen this building before. At least not recently. They also added a way to label roads, apparently. Looks like this mod's not entirely functioning at the moment. Alright, well, I was hoping that would show me what the roads are named, but that's okay, or at least allow me to change them, but they may not allow you to do that. I forgot I was building solar collector dishes. I built a whole bunch of new regular wind power, and I like how these things actually try to track the sun. Let me see if I can find those. There they are, solar collectors. I would have hoped I could plump another one down here, but it doesn't look like it without destroying something, so it'd look weird if I clip them as well. But these things are good to have. and they produce a decent amount of power, so just solar dishes that will track the sun, although I think they might be a little bit confused based on where the shadowing is. Nah, they're pretty close to right now, getting there. The sun's coming from this side, actually. Yeah, guys, the sun's not there. Oh, you're fired. So I got a fair amount of districts. I don't really have a lot of demand for residential at the moment. It's coming up a little bit, but I still have a ton of residential zones that I can build. And industry is kind of what I'm looking for now. So what I'm trying to do is create some demand for citizens so that I can start filling out some of these other sections of the city. And this was, again, kind of designed to be a mini Aspen mountain town where there's a lot of stuff interwoven up in the mountains. Its popularity took off, and it's not exactly designed nor capable of being really upgraded, which is why you see this spaghetti layer of roads just draped all over the mountainside here, because I don't plan to come in and update it. It's just going to turn into what happens with these small town cities that get overdeveloped and the traffic is just there. So I'm curious if I'll be able to do anything to fix the traffic, maybe shift some of these over to walking roads or pedestrian trails or something like that. But mostly I'm just interested to see what's going to happen with it and how it will adapt the game. But I still have plenty of spaces to upgrade and build everything out. So I've also got my main highway that comes in here, which, as you can see, I've fixed the traffic just by adjusting a couple of these segments here. So it was you and 2 underground to keep them from changing lanes right at the same spot, and that seemed to fix traffic. Now likewise, I'm past rush hour, so that's also why it's kind of calmed down. When they added the traffic upgrade into the game, it gave you kind of more realistic start and stop morning, evening rush hours, so that might be why it's kind of running a little smoother now. This side of town, I believe, was designed, yeah, this is my more high density, upgrade rich, snooty part of town, so that's why this looks a little more fancy. Yeah, you getting upgraded, and that's why I've got more of the high dense commercial and offices and things like that over here. So this is definitely that. I left this open for another bridge across town as necessary, but we'll see. My little central roundabout seems to be doing okay. This side cut in a little bit too much, but I haven't really needed to expand it yet, which is good. And let's see where we're getting with demand. Industry's holding steady. Commerce went down. So the main issue with this is that I need to fill out these a little bit more, and I think this is an oil side, so we'll do basic road out to there. Oh, that's a nice new feature they added. They show you where the exact 90-degree marks are, so you can line the roads up perfectly now, which is a huge thank you. That is definitely something that is annoying when you're trying to have everything kind of more perfectly lined up. Not being able to do that is really annoying. I don't think I need to worry about that. Then we'll bring you up and in, and you can just sit tight for now. So this is oil field, I believe. So we should be able to build just a couple here and tap what's left of this oil field. So we'll build some 4x4s. Fill out the area here. And I don't remember if I ever said this in the previous videos, I try not to build them right next to each other so that you can see this part's dark, this part's light. The light part is where the resources have been used. The dark part is where the resources are still there. So if you stack the area full of these, the city is going to end up having to import the petrochemical stuff in order to have the businesses stay operational. So I try, after several failed areas of petrochemical stuff, I switched it over to spacing everything out, and that seems for the most part to have fixed that problem entirely, really. I don't really run into a lot of issues with that anymore, which is good. So we'll just fulfill this little bit out here. Give myself some last minute fill out. That should be good for now. And now we should be solid once I finish relaying water pipe. Those shortcuts are so nice to help me figure out where I need to lay things and get it going. And yeah, see, it tells me exactly where the cross sections are at. That's beautiful. Love that update. That's a fantastic addition to the snapping tool, which is good. So now that I built water through there, you can see these other zones are starting to build out, and you can see my demand has already plummeted down. So let's come back here to my snooty part of town. They don't have enough educated workers. I don't think I really built this place with a lot of high-end education in mind. So I've got a dire need for another school in parts of town. This part of town is woefully undereducated. I have a high school. Okay, I got 3 high schools. I have 1 college building there. Nothing there. And then I just have an extension of the college there. So I think that's this building. Yep, campus dorm. It's not really designed to house a lot of people, so I'll probably have to build another one somewhere else. I did also try to keep some of these people stupid so that I could fulfill out some of the other jobs. And again, it's a mountain town. It wasn't originally built to be an intense, super knowledgeable, super everybody's really smart part of the city or part of the world. So I kept some things pretty low end, and other things I'm trying to keep a little on the higher end. So we'll see what happens here. I think I may have a problem with trash. Nope, I'm good. Just long distances and traffic. Okay. So job situation, educated workers are becoming a problem. I know that I have a school situation over here and up here. Now this, I built a little bit of the more intense, or not intense, but higher end residences. So I think I could probably get away with a slightly bigger school here. That would fulfill a lot of these areas. And down here, I think everybody's pretty much done because they're not going to be able to grow any farther education-wise. Yeah, they're pretty educated. They just don't have a very good education beyond high school. Grade school's pretty good. High school's okay. College is abysmal. Which is this one? It's an excellent class for elementary school, yeah. There's some crime. Apparently somebody just abandoned. Don't jump ship on me. This city was an experiment to see how these different layouts would work. I apparently have a massive crime problem. Yeah, and that's why. I have one pathetic little police station trying to cover all of this. Why did you leave? I wish it would tell me kind of why. Anyway, auto-delete doing its job there. So I have a 3-lane road here. Let's see if I can get the 3-lane road to come around here. I need it a little sooner. Whoops, I didn't want to cancel that. I wanted to build it. No, what did I do? I broke it. Well, that's going to be annoying. So, let's go back down to a nice small road, which apparently it will let me not build through. Alright, we'll build that out, and then I can come back. I have to delete this because I built the slope up and putting the road in. Imbecile. There we go. And slope too steep. Slope is not too steep, and distance is not too short. There we go. Now the slope is too steep, apparently. This is going to be one of those that I have to build the entire road out first, I think. Let's try that, see what happens here. If I delete that... yeah, I'm going to have a tunnel. That's okay. I'll live with a cool little tunnel, although the pathway looks more like a slide, but hey, whatever. Got the neighborhood through. Now I should be able to build a couple of connectors here. Let's go back to straight lines. Just come straight through there. That way traffic is able to get in there. We'll kind of leave this neighborhood on its own. So let's do some upgrades there. And this way, I have a cool little neighborhood. It doesn't eat up a ton of space. And is right there. Alright, so I've got to pause this real quick. Yes, I want to. Go away, go away. Alright, so I need to build some of my underground wires again. I don't really plan to build down here for a minute, so we'll connect them like that. What that does is it keeps this section open for building while the power flows, and then once these areas fill in and the power naturally jumps building to building, I can delete those and get everything filled back in. So I do have a tiny bit of residential, but most of it is going to be commercial again. So because I want to get my commercial to jump the street, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right here. That should help it jump enough. Yep. So now, should be able to delete most of these, and everything now should flow across. Yep. So I've got a good solid connection now, and I'll be able to build out this area based on these things. Just fill that in there. That was not what I wanted, so I'll undo that. I want regular. Put a couple offices in. We'll then start zoning out some residential, but what's my park situation here? What am I looking for here? Balanced playground park, 1 by 1. Got a park down there, so let's do, where's my 1 by 2s? There it is. Should be able to plonk you in. Get the southern side happy where I'm going to start building out. And then later the other side can get what they need to be happy. And everybody should win. Check water. Perfect, everybody's happy. Alright, let's check health. Where am I on public health? Guess I need to put some water in here as well. Good enough, no one will go wanting with that placement. And we're good. Alright, so that'll give the school that. I can't really do much about your power situation. What am I going to do about that? Guess I'm going to have to do this. I'll hope some commerce buildings get built there. Looks like a lot of the roads are getting iced out, so my fleet of snow trucks, yep, here they come. All my snow trucks heading out of my facilities here, which are now heading down the roadway, exiting and heading up and in, which is good. That will definitely help there. See, we already got some citizens moving in, which is perfect. Alright, again, I've got a clinic down there, a clinic there. What we got here? This is a medical helicopter. I'd love to have one of those, but not really what I need. Let's build another small hospital here, because this is all going to get built up anyway, so we might as well plonk that down. Fire situation could be better. Yeah. I think it's okay for now. Police situation. We'll have to build a small police station up here. Slope is not too steep. Shut up. Let me build what I want. Alrighty then, that's annoying. Alright, whatever. Power will take a moment, so let's allow them to build there. There's enough moving in that I should be able to fill that out. Let's drop some offices in across the street there. Good, there goes an office up. That will fill my need right there. Boom. Good to go. Alright, let's check education again here, and let's go grade school. Coverage isn't great, to be honest. So, I've got a fairly good-sized road here. Let's plop him down there. That should allow for my expansion needs. Police station's probably sent out. Yep, all of its cars are out, which is annoying, but whatever. Let's check the power situation. We still have plenty of it. That is good. Demand is coming back up on industry, and commerce is definitely up there. So industry, I haven't really expanded to the other side of the road yet. That's good enough for the moment. I don't even think I built a rail station. Did I build a rail station? Nope, I haven't built a single rail stop. I should probably consider doing that. Most definitely. I've got my antenna down here, which costs me $432 a month. But it gives me talk radio. Yay, who doesn't love talk radio? Where to go, what to do? Let's drop down some high density down here. I've got kind of offices interspersed between everything. Let's build you. You can't be built on. There's some good commerce there. I don't think I have any of these on the main road. Yep, I do. So we'll be able to build you right there. This is a 2-lane. Go ahead and put you through. Let me build. Alright, so I'm going to have to delete you, which is annoying. Do you curve? There we go. Everything's hunky-dory down here now. I will build an exit. Where will I build the exit? Right here. Which will just kind of come down to there. That one can come through, and you can go through there. Don't have anything on you there. We'll build you through. These are on different sizes, which is annoying, but I think I can survive. There we go. Alright, so that's this section ready for expansion. I think I should probably build a cool little turn-off that comes down here. Maybe I could build a little bridge, but I don't think I will. Alright, this is my cool little I-70 style canyon run. So, I think that's pretty good. Let's plonk down some... Let's not plonk that down, let's plonk you down, because what I can do is drive you out of here and up into there to gain even more building space. Hopefully these don't all flood, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we're going to need to bring out some more water. Right there. Good to go. Bring you down a little bit more. It's the education situation here. I have a book library there, which is fantastic. Got a high school, which is doing alright, and a college dorm. So, how many people? 4. Wow, that's doing pretty good. You're not doing too bad. And you got some room to grow. So, I think I'm okay with that. Wow, a spawned building. Awesome. That's a pretty big building. Alright, so that's not too bad. Check the demand. Looks like people really like their shopping. That's one thing that still annoys me here is if you build a police station like here, they're not going to respond within their range. I mean, I understand if there is no other police station in range, but most of the time these guys are driving way off to the other side of the map in order to actually do anything, and that's slightly annoying. Alright, I have an education problem on my hands. And it looks like I need another campus college dorm here. So let's build it in a place that won't eat up too many resources. So we'll drop you right there. Should help offset some of the folks there. Already 108 students, that's pretty good. Good. No uneducated workers? Good. Got plenty of good workers there. Hospital's in good form. How is my dead folks coming along? Where's my incinerator? Here we are. I think we're doing okay on dead people. All hearses in use. Alright, that's okay. Still have some crime. Here you are. Where is your police station? So that guy responded from way over here instead of one of those guys. Oh, now they're on donut break. Nice. Lazy guys. Alright, so here's the evening rush hour that I mentioned happens. So let's take a look underground real quick. It's starting to jam up with people trying to get over. Looks like most people are heading out of town, but there's a few that are going straight across to head this way. It's not too bad. Definitely could be much better. It just looks like most people are freaking out about trying to get over in time, so they all get over back here. I think One of the things I might be able to do to help that would be a slight upgrade to that. Shouldn't need it any farther, so let's grab the lanes here. I have now majorly caused a problem. I think that's what I'll do. I'll take you out of there. Take the straight off. So now I have 2 lanes that can turn right once it reconnects. Yeah, all these guys started to exit because when I upgraded the road it broke the pathing. So now all these guys are going to shunt down and take the side roads over, which is going to be a massive issue for me down here. That's okay. So these guys are flowing because I took out the stoplights. How's my roundabout looking? Where's my fancy town? There it is. Roundabout's getting pretty gridlocky there, heading down underground. As it is coming off the ground, but that's okay. Yeah, there we go. Looks like the new exchange is kicked in for some folks. We still have too many trying to get off right here, which is just unnecessary. There we go. So now because of this, I can have proper traffic usage. I do want to ensure that you turn there and you go there. Is there another space under it? Nope, that guy was just broken from before I did the upgrade, so seems to be working well. That should eventually clear up some of this nightmarish traffic that I've got going on. Ooh, pretty bad. A lot of people trying to exit. At some point I will have to build an underground interchange because I have a feeling I'm going to want to take my highway over here. Maybe I'll just do a cross change over there. But this particular intersection is gonna have to get better. Right now it's jammed up because of all the problems that I created for myself. So I don't really have anybody coming north. Why don't I do this? You... Oh, that'll be a problem. I think the best solution is to pause it, go to highway, go to 3-lane, upgrade you to a 3-lane highway. And now what I can do is come into here. Hard to catch those points sometimes. Through traffic, we'll be able to stay left. Now we should be able to get everybody to merge over here. And then I will have an exit only. And I have a feeling this is not going to work out quite the way I had seen fit or dreamed, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, that's going to be the problem. All these guys are going to have to merge off. Alright, so what I need is another length of 3-lane highway here. Oh, go that way. There we go. Because now, well, I do need you guys to go straight. I need you to go straight as well. And then everybody should be able to merge once this traffic light problem clears up. Come on, go green. Go green. There we go. All right, that should hopefully clear up some of them. And the rest can now go straight and merge smoothly down here. So that worked. I still have a ton of idiots trying to exit the highway here. Where are you going? Not where I want you to. So part of my other traffic problem now is I've got all those guys that failed when I did the adjustment who are now all coming down here to get on the highway and head back the other way. which is my bad. Once it flows, we'll see that this adjustment here for the 2-lane really should kick in and do a lot of good for me. I could probably do a similar thing here. This seems to have helped a pretty decent amount. That traffic's just moving. I should probably make this a 3-lane as well and just have right lane exit there and then just end at 2-lane. But I think, again, once I get enough of the traffic to stop trying to turn right here, should be good. I know some of these want to go that way, but some of them are glitched because when the road got deleted, they had already spawned in and were trying to go that way, so... Whoops. I'm sorry. People still want their commercial. Yeah, this is all part of that one particular issue. I have to put a roundabout in there. Getting up here to the top of the mountain probably takes forever. I think I could probably drop in a few more shops. I'm sure they wouldn't mind having some other shopping choices up here. Definitely build some next to the crematorium. That's right where people want to live. A couple small office buildings. That should help. Alright. Now what do I have here? A bit of forestry. Can't really build on the mountainside. Not a lot happening there. And then here I have primarily mining. I don't know why that's not going straight. We'll just do this. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll work. It will get the job done. Alright, we're covered on water. Covered on power, so should be able to build a few of these in here. Some of these look a bit too close. I don't expect those to all build out immediately, but at some point they should flesh out and get working. Waste is still doing just fine. Snow truck should be out. Most of the people here are pretty happy. That's good. So I got the one guy right here that just hates me. Oh, it's an empty building. Well, can't expect an empty building to love me. I suppose. Looks like a lot of the dense areas here are doing just fine. Let's get some more office space built. Okay. Wow, look at that traffic jam. So that tells you this road is now going through again. So I finally got that caught up mostly. See all the people trying to move around. Now it looks like a real traffic jam. These are all the people trying to get home who are coming in and out of town there. That's pretty terrible, must admit. A lot of them live up the mountain, so they all have to drive up this little road. And there are places like that in the US at least, so nobody mock me too bad, and I'm sure there's some European villages and cities like that as well. What I could potentially do is build an interchange right here that would shunt them underground and then bring them out of the side of the mountain and just dock right here. But for the moment the traffic isn't too bad, it clears up pretty reasonably. The biggest issue are the ones trying to turn left, so there's a few things I could do for that. This first one is build a proper roundabout here. Second one is to have this be an actual interchange so that the traffic here can just flow right into the lane, and the other one would just come around and flow right into the lane here. I've done that before and it seemed to work pretty well, which might not be too bad of an idea. Nice. Which is also probably why my trash trucks are having issues getting around. It's moving, it's starting to clear up. The backup was back a little farther. Oh, now it is. But with night coming in now, we should be seeing a pretty good drop off. Water treatment is getting negative, so I need to build some more water works. Let's pause that and build a couple more of these guys who will treat my water for me. These should keep me going for a good while now. Alright, let's get the piping in. There we go, that should spike it once they come online. We should see, yep, straight up. Just one spiked it up, it's fine. We'll get them all running. That should keep me going for the foreseeable needs of this city. How is... I built a school here. 153, not too bad. I built a college here, 499, that's good. Let's check on the status of my education. Still terrible. It's a little better down here. These guys probably haven't all gone through high school yet. Nope, nobody's in high school. But we're doing good on that. So high school is still just waiting here. How many people do I have? 913, so that's a pretty busy school. But we're doing all right. So definitely liking where that's headed. Good, we want some more citizens to move in. Let's expand up here a little bit. Alright, so part of what I think I should do here is build a proper way in. So let's go back and do the 3-lane with a turn lane in the middle of it. I don't know what road that is. Sorry, buddy, you can't drive there anymore. There. That way I have a major inroad into the city, or into the neighborhood. This can come in and connect in, as well as this one. Can do that. I think that'll work out pretty good. That should definitely set me up. Alright, so water, definitely a problem here. I have to convert from one way to another here. Actually, I think it'll just be easier to kind of mix it up, so we'll keep the bottom good on that one, and then on the top, we'll just kind of stagger it a little bit, which should eventually allow me to synchronize them. Good enough. Alright, then now these can continue as normal. Alright, water's coming in place here. 60 and 34. So let's put a park in here. Gotta have a spot for a park. And I do right there, I think. And then I think I have a spot for a single park up there. Alright. What's the medical situation like here? Because I think I'm going to need something. Alright, we'll build this little Pokemon thing right there. Fire coverage should be adequate, but... Put you there, and police coverage, also pretty dismal. Put you there. Education, I just built a school there, so I should be okay. Alright, so I'm going to leave the school alone for the moment. The main thing now is to start getting a couple businesses in place, since this is the central area. I'm going to build all commerce there. And now, along these side streets, I will build my residence. Alright, that's a little pedestrian pathway that cars can't drive on, but I can zone it out here, so that should be a nice little neighborhood addition. Alright, so we got power flowing in, we got people building. So I should, be able to stagger a bit of building to get me power up there, which is all I really need right now. That should take care of it. Alright, we'll give that a moment to develop. No patients. How many ambulances are in use? None. And none at the moment. Oh wait, cops are out, but no fire engines are out. That's good. I think I just plummeted my little need there. Residents are up still. Commerce is up, which is good. I don't think I want to build any offices there, so let's come back down here. This is my main office district, so let's plonk down some more offices for these guys. And on the other side, I've got a reasonable amount of residents. Parks, these guys are doing alright, but I'm going to need to put some sort of a park down here, so what could I build that would be kind of cool? Those are the stock parks, that's kind of neat, but they don't give you a lot. That's an airport tower, that wouldn't do me any good. Well, this looks kind of stupid. Balloon thing, no. What winter parks could I put out there? I think everything's going to be loud. Yeah, everything's going to make a lot of noise. So let's do this. Let's build a little pathway down there that I can use, which is kind of cool. And then let's look for okay, that's kind of neat, but how do I get you to place where I want you, dang it? Dagnabbit, I don't want you to go there. Oh well, right there. That'll be kind of cool. Not enough water. I can fix that. You have the liquid. Alright, so that'll be pretty nifty. Alright. So that'll give me some pedestrian traffic. I think that'll be kind of neat. The other thing I haven't done with this city yet is any means of public transportation. So that is definitely going to be a huge thing at some point. Let's check in on my new city. There we go. See, the residents have moved in and power has now filtered up to these guys, which is very good. Let's check my incinerator status. I could probably do with another one of these guys up here. I always seem to run out of these, so we'll plunk you in there. That should definitely help. And so the residents don't get too mad, we'll build some commerce around you. So, not too shabby, I think. You guys are just going to have to deal with living on the busy street. Build some of that there. Alright. New neighborhood placed and up and running. Pretty good expansion for the city so far. Ooh, I got a fire. Do I have any fire trucks? I should have some fire trucks. Here we go. Get to the beach, residents. They're burning up. Get to work. Huh, only one firefighter went in there. Oh, there's the other one. Spraying the water. And good, you put the fire out. Good job, boys. Very good job. Alright. So, we expanded this whole section, which you can now see is filled in. I just expanded this section, which is now all filled in. Expanded down here. I don't think I have... Yep, there's a few cars down here at the pier now. Visitors last week, 1. Not so epic, but it's a little crappy diner. Let's see, I also expanded my office space here, and you can see that has already started to take in, which is good. I expanded out here, and some of these have already filled in, which is good. I'd like to build more wood, but I just don't have the spacing for it yet. The wood ones are there, but they're just in a very bad area for me to try and mine them. So I think next I'll need to start expanding my downtown area. I like it, but it needs to grow a bit. Might as well finish out this neighborhood right there. Alright, not too shabby. People still want a lot of commercial, but residences are starting to take off again, so let's expand down the pier lane here. Finish off that. Definitely get you filled in so that I can expand. All right. Just gonna spread this out a little bit. There we go. Already got those filling in, which is good. Almost completely connected my neighborhoods here, which is fantastic. As far as building that expansion layer out. Okay, this will be the lower income residents getting a nice boost to their areas of building. Already got a bunch of them moving in. What they should build is like those Swiss Alp vertical trains. I can't remember their proper terminology, but that'd be pretty awesome to be able to build some of those up here. I got a lot built up here, but I have a lot I could still build on. This little valley's gonna be pretty sweet. Let's get it connected here. Let's lock this, bring you up to there. That'll create the right room for that. And that'll be good for there. This is going to have to completely self-contained little area of town, though. The only way to get around it is to plop in some serious tunneling, and I'm not really into doing that right now, so pretty crazy, all the build up here. But it has grown pretty good today, so we expanded here, we expanded a little bit there, we built out this. Definitely expanded this out. Built a little more there, expanded this out. How's my little pier restaurant doing? 5 visitors. Nice, and some tourism. That's good. People are still going nuts for the commercial. Can't seem to please them. Alright, so let's fill in these last few here. Let's go all the way over there, and then I can drop down high density there. I think everything down here is just going to need to be regular residential. Which I think looks pretty slick. It's going to add a ton of traffic though, but we'll have to see what rush hour does for my main road. Still have my little winter wonderland section over here with a whopping 7 visitors last week. Money well spent. 8 visitors, money well spent. 6 visitors, money very well spent. Not. How about this one? 6 visitors. That's terrible. Where's my parks? 7. Jeez. Don't seem to be having good luck with my parks. I guess it could just be that it's too cold. Nobody wants to get out and enjoy the public stuff. But hey. Let's check the fleet of plows here. Not looking so hot. Although this area is looking great. Where are my plows? Piddling around and not doing much. There's a couple coming in. Yeah, you can see he's cleaning it up a little bit as he goes. He's already at 18% capacity, so he's doing pretty good. Pretty neat to see how the plows get out there and start expanding and cleaning up my roads. So I think snow coverage at the moment is still pretty good. Per the norm though. It's going to be difficult for them to get way up here into the mountains and do anything, so, well, not much I can do on that. Still got several plows heading into town. Not many over here. Yeah, I could probably do with a couple more plowing stations here. See, that road is lame. It needs to be over by 1 more square. One more measly square and it would have been fine. This is a one-way road. There we go. Now, good enough. Let's plop these 3 down. Road maintenance. No, that's my taxi depot. Got 25 taxis out there. Nice. So I'm getting some usage out of my taxis. Let's look at the budget real quick. So, I am actually earning $83,000. No, that can't be right. My expenses are too great for that. It looks like I'm making $5,000 a month. Yeah, I'm in the money. There's that 8. I can't tell. That's just different fields coming in. So my economy's not doing that great. But I am at least making some money, so that is good. So I'm at 5 because I have total expenses 77, total income 83, so it's about $6,000, 5.5. So I'm making money, but I'm spending a fortune. Now a lot of what I'm spending is going to come down to all of the road systems, piping, and all that stuff that's not actually getting used right now. Like I built these massive roads out here and around that aren't really seeing much usage. All of this, for example. But that's okay. It will eventually get used and will eventually save me some time as well as some money. All the plows are in use, which is fantastic. Good. So I think next time I may have to redesign some of my interchange, but I think it'll be okay. This should be okay for now, but I may have to replace that with a roundabout. I should be able to expand into this section a little bit more. This is also my main office district, so that is fine. Got a couple decent things there. Usually what's keeping these from getting upgraded, I believe... Yeah, more services. Usually it's public transportation that keeps my businesses from, or offices from getting full coverage. That's just education. Not much I can do on that in the interim while they learn and grow up. But not too bad. It's good to get back into my city and actually be able to build it, upgrade it, and continue with it. So I am pretty busy. I'm working on several other videos at once, so I will be back in and out of here continuing to build on this city and expand it out. I have tons of space to go. I still have an airport to plonk in, which I think I was going to build down here somewhere. I still have public transportation I need to route. I need to bring in some freight. So there is a lot of good stuff that I can do and expand on this. So we are far from done with this city. But I thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.